And we are on YouTube, so the race only section, part of the race, is posted on YouTube later in the night or in the morning, depending on how long these guys go. And as they start to line up, we'll get some pace laps in. It looks like we've got 6 of them in the race again tonight, with 4 to advance. After the heats are completed, they will have the consolation feature and have a couple of guys move forward from there. We saw last week that they had just enough people that everybody got to advance. It looks like tonight we've got a few more people out there. So this is definitely going to be a little bit more competitive, because some of these guys will not make it to the feature race. As we see the number 12 pacing around, let's take a look at the 111 there. He is up front. Still learning the names and the numbers with these guys. This is our only our second week with them. Now, something unique these guys do, and as you notice, the track is in a fresh state. They will restart every heat and the features in a fresh state. This group is definitely a different group of guys. They've got a lot of advanced drivers. They've got a lot of rookie drivers, so they're trying to help these rookies improve. And you know, these better guys, top guys, love it as they go. Ben Flanagan jumps out to a very early lead there in the 111. It is Greg Brezow, excuse me, in second place. Danny Chandler, though, back there moving up already. There is Danny Chandler out there to the outside, and the 44 of Michael Whiting down to the inside. Looks like Greg is having a little bit of trouble. He slid back to 5th. And we have quite a battle going on up here. As we move up on the 44, Michael Whiting, he is trying to close back in on Ben Flanagan, but Ben has quite a lead already, just a couple laps, 4 laps into the race, and he's got 1.3 second lead. Michael Whiting starting to open up a bit of a lead there on Skylar Massey in the 96. Skylar Massey looks like he might be opening up a little bit of a lead on Ted Bivette in the number 8 right behind him. And Danny Chandler in the 113 has dropped all the way back to 5th, and it looks like Greg might be off track at the moment. Not seeing him being scored as being on track. And it looks like Michael Whiting cannot close the distance with 2 laps to go, 1 lap to go now. He's not going to be able to close the distance, so we're going to go back and watch the race for 3rd and 4th. It looks like these 2 guys are going to be locked in. They are over a second ahead of the 5th place car, Danny Chandler. So these 4 will advance. Ben Flanagan, Michael Whiting, Skylar Massey, excuse me, I can't talk tonight. And we get ready to load in for round 2, heat number 2 here at Lanier. Track is reset back to a fresh state for these guys. And here you see the next 6 lining up. There is the number 40. We saw that be a dominant truck last week. We'll see if he is as good here as he was last week. As they begin their 1 pace lap, these are 8 lap heats. This action is going to come fast and furious. There is the number 22 of Chris Standridge. He is the owner of the league, runs everything really well, has gathered a great group of guys here, and does a great job of running it. As I said earlier, they do a great job of mentoring some of these newer dirt racers. They work with them a lot so that they can bring them up to speed. One of the things they said last week was that they're used to seeing a large gap, but some of these rookies in these dirt series have closed up so much that these better guys who've been doing it longer, they're having to fight for some of these positions. Some of these guys they've helped teach, so we'll see how this goes, see how the See if the students can surpass the teachers tonight. As they come down the number 40, Derek Nearhood, drops down low, down below the 95 of Brian Mansfield, but Brian is still fighting back on the outside. Now, the 40 slides up, and it looks like the 22 of Chris Standridge is trying to come back up. Looks like he's going to take second away, but the 99 of Patrick Colucci, he is right there with him. And the 22 looks like he slides up into first. These front four guys have got quite a gap already on Leo. 2.5 seconds, but between these front four, there is less than a second, as Chris actually is starting to break away just a little bit. But the battle here is for second and third, possibly fourth, if Patrick can close back up on him. Halfway point in this 8-lap heat, and they are definitely battling it out. As you see, the number 40, Derek Nearhood, he won a heat last week. He was very competitive last week, but doesn't look like either him or Brian have anything for that number 22 of Chris Standridge. He just took off. He has already opened up a 2.5 lead, and he took the lead after just a couple of laps, and with 2 to go. It's just a matter of who's going to finish second, third, and fourth as the 40 car starts to get a little bit of a lead on Brian Mansfield. And Patrick is right back there as well. And here you see the battle for third and fourth. It looks like the 95 just got passed by the 99, but will that stick as they come to the checkers? It will. And got a couple of the guys wrecking, and that is how they celebrate. And now we will go into Heat 3. As I said, this action will be fast and furious tonight. Do have a few new drivers in the 305s. We'll have a couple of new drivers in the 358s as well tonight. Here they go to begin their pace laps as well. Just 8-lap heats. We should have about one more heat, and then we'll go into the consolation feature. Take a moment to catch our breaths. Here they come to the 1 to green. Looks like we've got just 5 cars lined up on this in this heat. So we should have one more heat. It looks like we've got about 22 drivers in the 305s tonight. As the pace car ducks off, we'll watch to see if the 58 can hold the lead as they come down. It is Wesley Schreiner, in the lead as they come out of turn 2. He's got quite a big jump on the 92 of Wayne Bridges already. But Wayne is having to battle there with Brett Carroll, and you know Wesley's loving looking in the mirror, seeing these guys battling side by side back here. This is the battle for second, third, and now fourth. Oh my goodness, as we have one sliding up. That was Gerald Thanos Poole sliding up there. And I'm sorry, that was Dwayne Kenner in the 32. Gerald Poole is in the 25. There's Gerald Thanos Poole. You'll recognize that name from the Radical SR8 series. He is a force to be reckoned with there. But the battle for second, third, and fourth still rages. They had managed to get a little bit of a gap on Thanos and Dwayne, but now they've closed that back up. Gerald and Dwayne closing right back up on the second, and third positions, and second place. It looks like Brett Carroll's closed the gap on Wesley Schreiner, at least through the corners he catches him, but on the straightaways, Wesley just takes off. 2 laps to go. And it looks like Wesley is going to maintain the lead. We'll see if Brett Carroll can maintain second place, see if he can gain anything. Does not look like he can gain any positions, but it looks like Gerald Poole is trying to slide up into third place. He's down low. Going to push it off the corner. No. Will he lose fourth? No. He manages to hold on to the fourth place position. Dwayne couldn't get past him as we get ready for Heat 4. Just waiting for these guys to get lined back up and get ready to go in this fourth, and should be our final heat, and then we'll go into the consolation feature. As I mentioned, Chris Standridge, he is the owner of the league. Great guy. Like I said, they've in all of their series, they work really well together, especially with the new guys that come in. They want to make sure everybody's competitive, everybody has a good time, everybody respects each other, and they build some friendships on and off track together. They put on a bunch of fun races every week. They have countless series. Just having a bunch of fun out there. And it looks like we've only got 4 of them lining up in this heat. Looks like we might be missing 1 or 2 cars. A couple of guys may not have made the start. As they take their final pace lap, yep, they're missing at least 2 cars. It looks like the outside of the front row and the inside of the back row. That will give the 424 there on the outside a bit of an advantage. He can get a little bit of a run to the outside as the pace car drops off. As soon as that leader takes the green, they tighten up. Leader takes the green, and it is Corey Goodall jumping out to the lead, but there is Ryan Nesbitt right behind him. Ernie Shilko in third, but Ernie is about to lose that in the 424 because it looks like James Johnson is moving down to the inside. And there's James. He's moved up into third, but the battle up here currently is the 74. Ryan Nesbitt and Corey Goodall almost bumping each other going into turn 1 and 2. As they come around to complete lap 3, they should be hitting halfway next time by in this 8-lap heat, and they are nose to tail all the way around. It looks like Corey is gaining just a little bit, measured in just hundredths of a second every lap, but he is gaining a little bit on that number 2 car. The 39 of James Johnson has opened up over half a second lead on Ernie Shilko. And we are just past halfway, and you know what? We have been 4 heats so far without seeing a caution. As we see, the 39 looks like he is going to be locked in, as is the car behind him, the 424 of Ernie Shilko, but it looks like the 74 is starting to make a comeback. As they get the 1 to go, he has closed the gap right back up. Ryan Nesbitt has closed right back up on the back bumper of Corey Goodall. He had slipped back just a little bit, but he was over a tenth of a second faster the last lap. Will it be enough as they come to the checkers? No, it is not. It'll be Corey Goodall winning the 4th heat. As we move into our consolation feature, should start seeing these guys line up any moment. There they go. Got a couple of them really anxious to get started here. Pace truck starts moving. That is the 113 there at the front. There's the 52 of Derek Nesbitt. He was very strong. I'm sorry, Dwayne Nesbitt. He was extremely strong last week. Had a little bit of struggle early on tonight, but we will see if he can get back up there, get into the feature, and pull off a win. Now, a lot of these guys you will see back later tonight in the 358 mods. That will be an exciting race as well. That was one heck of a race last week. As the green flag drops, Danny Chandler in the 113 jumps out to the lead. Number 32, oh, they are bumping and banging back there. They get it straightened out, but the battle is up front between the 32 of Dwayne Kenner and Danny Chandler as Dwayne takes a run to the outside. Looked like Danny might have had a little problem on the bottom, and it looks like, yes, Dwayne Kenner is going to take the lead on lap 3. The 114 is back there. He is starting to move up. That's Leo. He is moving up very quickly. And Greg, we saw him struggle in the first feature in the number 12 car. He is starting to move up as well. The fastest laps, though, are being turned by the 32. That is Dwayne Kenner, and he is already checked out to a 1-second lead. And it looks like we've got quite a battle going on back here. As you see, Doug Norton and Leo battling for that final spot. As they reach halfway, it looks like Leo might be having a little bit of trouble. There's a 52 of Douglas Norton. He is starting to charge forward. Had a little bit of a rough start to the night. Had a little bit of a rough start to this consolation feature, but now he is moving forward, trying to catch up with the number 12. And that is Greg Brezow. And he has fallen already 2 seconds back. But that 32 of Danny Chandler has checked out from the field. He's got almost a 1-second lead over Danny Chandler. That's Dwayne Kenner in the lead. Danny Chandler in second. Greg is in third. Doug Norton in fourth. And Leo is back in fifth. 1 lap to go. And it looks like Dwayne is going to take this one home very easily and advance into the feature. As the 113 of Danny Chandler threw it into that last corner, and he is still trying to get something. And we'll see if they go up and celebrate in the traditional manner. No, they did not. All right, so they will hop into their 2-minute warm-up. The track will reset once again. We'll watch these guys warm up just a little bit here. And this is what we were talking about earlier. This warm-up is going to be, they're not going to get a whole lot of time on the track because of the long pit road and the way they have to go around it. But now you're starting to see some of these guys get out on track. The looks like the 22, Chris Standridge, is already out on track. He was the first one out. And so far, the fastest one on track by over 1/10 of a second. And picking up time every lap. As they finish up their warm-up here, they will go into their feature. That will be 40 laps. They will have cautions on. They have unlimited fast repairs. And the track will be reset. If it stays green, the longer they're out there, even with cautions, it'll start to slick off in the middle of the track, and we'll see some of these guys will go backwards and some of these guys will come charging forward once that track starts to slick off. And just before we forget, don't want to forget to give a shout out to MotoWear International and B-Make Designs, are sponsors for this evening for the Outcast Dirt Series. And here we go. They are going to line up for the feature. Looks like Ben Flanagan in the 111 will start in first, followed by Chris Standridge on the outside. It is Wesley Schreiner in third, Corey Goodall in fourth, Michael Whiting in fifth, Derek Nearhood in sixth, Brett Carroll in seventh, Ryan Nesbitt in eighth, Skylar Massey is ninth, and Patrick Colucci will round out the top 10. Wayne Bridges, James Johnson, Teddy Bivert, Brian Mansfield, Gerald Danospool round out your top 15. Ernie Shilko, Dwayne Kenner, Danny Chandler, Greg Brezow, I'm still learning some of these last names, Brezow, and Doug Norton will round out the 20 cars in this feature event. As they get their pace laps in, we're in the track just a little bit. Reminder, this is reset to a fresh state track, 0 usage. As we mentioned, there's a wide variety of skill levels and experience in the field, so that does make for some interesting racing, but you will see some of those guys in the back come charging forward. As we get the green flag, we are underway, and Chris Standridge takes a huge jump to the front. Gets one heck of a run there to the outside. Looks like there might be a little bit of trouble some back there in the back. Looks like we've got some cars that have already started falling back, and we are under caution. Let's see if we can see what happened. Looks like the number 40 just got a little loose, got down into the 99 car, and that brought us under caution. $9.99 pulls back up to the back of the field. That is Brett Carroll. And the number 40 was Derek Nearhood. And looks like Ben Flanagan is being scored still in the lead, as the 22 of Chris Standridge stays there to the outside. But we saw how good Chris is on that restart. As the pace truck drives in, we will see if he can take off again. Green flag is in the air, and Chris is off yet again. The outside line gets moving very quickly. Inside line, not so much. Chris is already way out front. As we see a gaggle of cars back here. In the mix is the 44. That is Michael Whiting. And they are 3 wide right behind him. As they go in the turn, Michael gets into, looks like the 56. And looks like the man on the move there is Patrick Colucci. In the 99, he started in 10th. He's already up to 5th, and right behind him in the 39, there is James Johnson. He started in 12th, up to 6th. Teddy Bivert is right behind him in 7th, started in 13th. So we've got 3 cars already charging toward the front very quickly. Right now, though, it is Chris Standridge, and he does have a bit of a lead. He's opened up over a half a second lead over the 111 of Ben Flanagan. And the two of them have opened up a bit of a lead over the 333 of Corey Goodall, and Michael Whiting is now up to fourth. The fastest lap last time by was the 111. Ben Flanagan trying to close back up there and get the second place, or get up into first from second. The number 8 of Teddy Bivert is charging towards the front as well. Started in 13th. He is up to 7th, and about every other lap he shows up as being the fastest one on track. So we will see if he can make it back up there to the front. But will anybody be able to catch up with Chris Standridge in that number 22? It looks like Ben Flanagan's giving it a run for the money. He is already gained a couple of tenths back on Chris. Running a slightly lower line, gets right back up on Chris's back bumper. Will we see a pass for the lead coming out of turn 4? Not quite. But these two battling is allowing the 333 of Corey Goodall to start to gain a little ground back. He was a second and a half back just a few moments ago. Now he is closing back up on them. And we are under caution. Let's see if we can see what happened. Looks like the video cut out for a moment. We'll try and show you. It looks like the number 12 got in just a little too deep, rode up onto the wall, and stopped, held his brakes to make sure nobody ran into him, and that brought us under caution. There's Chris Standridge still holding on to the lead. Looks like Greg might be on pit road at the moment. He's showing a couple of laps down. As we get the one to green. Pace car is in and they are off. And the 22 jumps out to another big lead. No! Just as we said it, Ben Flanagan starts moving to the front, gets down underneath Chris Standridge, and right down there by the wall. As you see, the track is starting to slick off. We are under caution yet again. And it looks like Thanos might be in a little bit of trouble here. There's the 25 of Gerald Poole. The 95 just gets up to him, and they collect several different cars. That brings us under our current caution. We will have to look and see if the 95 is one of the Avengers, and that's why Thanos got wrecked. And it looks like Gerald Poole is going to get one of their fast repairs. They do have an unlimited fast repair as they hit. So if they can get on pit road, get repaired, and get back out in a timely manner, they can stay in this and fight their way back up. And definitely benefit some of these guys that are newer to dirt track racing. Pace truck dives off. The 22 will lead them down. Green flag is in the air. Chris Standridge takes another good jump, and it looks like the 39 out there, James Johnson, is moving up quickly. He's going to try and follow Chris around the high side and get back to the lead. Look like Ben had a little trouble down there on the bottom last time. Just got a little loose. coming out of turn 4, and Ben struggling right there, allows the 22 to jump ahead. The 39 is right there, as is the 99. And the 99 is getting into the 39, drifts down, takes out Ben Flanagan as well. Caution is out. See if we can get a better shot of that. As you watch, the 99 just drifts up into the 39, tries to come down, collects Ben Flanagan. Ben ends up in the wall, and that puts us under caution again at lap 18. And it looks like Ben Flanagan is going to go down and get a fast repair right quick. And it looks like it did not hurt Gerald Poole at all to do so previously. He is still on the lead lap, so Ben should be able to stay on the lead lap. And he has had some of the fastest laps out there, so if anybody can charge through this field back to the front, it will be Ben Flanagan. We will have to keep a close eye on him and Gerald Poole. We'll see if, since the pace laps don't count, if Ben can get back out here and get back into position in time. Does not look like he'll make it back up here, but he is back out on the track as the pace truck drops off. Green flag is in the air, and Chris Standridge leads the 44 down. And it looks like there is another crash in the back straightaway. The 39 got loose. We'll go and take a look at it. Looks like we've got a couple of cars that might have gone over the fence. Looks like we're going to be watching the 39 of James Johnson and the 74 there. As the 39 just starts to drift up, the 74 came down. They both got together into the wall, and the 74 got thrown out of the track. That was Ryan Nesbitt in the 74 that got yeeted out of the track. And it looks like they are on pit road getting some fast repairs as we get the 1 to green. Number 22, Chris Standridge, still in the lead. Chris leads him down. It's a 44. Michael Whiting right behind him. Ryan Nesbitt looks like he is still on pit road. James Johnson in the 39 is as well. Looks like James may have just came off of pit road. As they're getting a little dicey back there for second through about fifth. Drop back, you're looking at the 32, Dwayne Kenner. Haven't looked at Dwayne much in the feature. He was pretty strong in the heats. But here he is, started in 17th all the way up to 5th already. He is on a mission to get to the front. Right behind him is the 40 of Derek Nearhood, started in 6th, currently in 6th. And right behind them is the 424. That is Ernie Shilko. Started in 16th, and he is already up to 7th. So we've got a couple of guys out here that are really charging towards the front. Of course, you got the 99. That is Patrick Colucci. He started in 10th and is up in 4th. And the 96 is Stephen Massey in 3rd place, looking like he's struggling down, a little bit down there on the bottom. Gets up high. Oh, gonna have a little bit of an accident back there. Looks like the 40 got caught as well. Looks like everybody got themselves righted, but we are under caution. All right, let's see if we can figure out what happened here as they go into the corner. Looks like the 40 just got into the 32 a little bit hard, came down, and sent some guys flying end over end. Definitely getting to see quite a bit of action here tonight, as we've got several cars that have moved, come charging towards the front, and a few guys that have slipped to the back. And one man right there, the number 22 of Chris Standards, just pretty much dominating these guys. Gerald Poole in the earlier accident, he is currently back in 25th. Let's see if we can find... Danny Chandler is currently in 10th in the 113. He started in 18th. So some of these guys who have been in early incidents, they are starting to come back to the front. 16 laps to go. Chris Standards takes off again. It's a good jump on the 44 and the 99, but there is Stephen Massey in the 96. He made a move to the outside, moved up to third. He is coming forward fast. Remember, he started in 9th all the way up to third and challenging for second place. The 44 of Michael Whiting just made a power move to the outside of the 99 and moves back up into second place. As they come down, 12 laps to go. Looks like the 99 got a wee bit high there. It looks like we might have some problems back here with the 96. Caution is out. See if we can see what happened here. Looks like we were riding along with the 99, and no, that was not where the issue was. The issue right here with the 96. Let's take a quick look back. It looks like the 32 and the 96 just get in there. 32 a little bit faster, bumped the 96, spun him around. Luckily didn't catch anybody else. You saw Doug Norton just sneak by there. And we get the 1 lap to green. Chris Standridge still in the lead. Michael Whiting in second. Patrick Colucci in third. Skylar Massey in fourth. Dwayne Kenner round out your top 5. Dwayne back there in the 32 car is charging towards the front. Making a move down to the inside, trying to take third place from the 99 already. As most of these guys are going there to the outside, the 32 is trying to take that inside line away and make it work for him. The 22 is down low now. The 32 is going to try and drift up, slide job, and moves into second. He's carrying quite a bit of momentum through the corners, and he is up. He's got second securely now from the 44 of Michael Whiting. But up there on the outside is the number 40. Looked like he got up on the wall. Caution is out as a couple other cars get collected. Let's take a look and see what happened. Looks like that number 40 car, Derek Nearwood, just got into turn 3 a little too hard. Got up on the wall, got through that gap, and coming out of that gap, caught the outside wall. And that puts us under caution again. Looked like he might have collected 1 or 2 more. As you see, the number 40 is on pit road. We got the 1 to green. Chris Standridge still up there in the lead. And And the 32 Dwayne Kenner right behind him, charged up from 17th place all the way up to second now. So we will see if the 32 has anything for Chris Standridge as the green flag flies. And the 44 is already looking to the inside. The 99's looking out there on the outside. But it is the 44 Michael Whiting trying to challenge the 32 Dwayne Kenner as Chris Standridge just kind of drives away from him. As they come to 7 laps to go, they're going to be coming to 6 laps to go. You see these guys as the track slicks off, starting to get a little bit squirrely out there. It looks like Wesley Schreiner is the one we are focused on right here. As he comes through 1 and 2, just gets in a little bit too hot, hits the wall and spins, gets flipped up in the air and catches the fence. Fortunately, it did not look like he collected anybody. He was up in the air and it ghosted him. Seven laps to go when the green flag drops. The 22 still leading. He's led pretty much every lap so far. Started back in second place. Under the first caution, he was still stuck back in second place, but that first green flag run, good green flag run they had, he took off and built himself quite a bit of a lead. Don't know if any of these guys can beat Chris Standridge tonight, but that 32 has come through the field. That is Dwayne Kenner. He came from 17th to second place, and they are right nose to tail on the restart. The 44 Michael Whiting is right there, and you've got the 113 of Danny Chandler on the outside and the 52 of Doug Norton. Great group of guys have come from the back. Doug Norton started in 20th in that 52 car. He is up to 5th right now. Looks like he might have lost a couple spots on the restart, but with 5 laps to go, he is still up in 6th, picked up 15 positions so far. The 22 still in the lead, and the 32 just can't seem to close that gap enough. You can see they are pushing extremely hard as the 44 comes in, slides up to the outside. The 32 is just trying to follow the line and see where Chris slows down, try and gain a little something there, as it looks like there's the number 8. That is Teddy Bivert. He is charging up. He is back up into 3rd place, running right up there on the cushion. He moves up, trying to take 3rd place away from Michael Whiting there on the outside. 2 laps to go, coming down. 1 lap to go. Chris Standridge still has the lead. 32 is still in second. Looks like the 8 has locked up the 3rd place position. We'll see as they come out of the final turns. Nobody can touch him. It is Chris Standridge for the win. We will hop up in here into the booth, see if Chris comes and joins us here in just a moment. But they will. No, Chris dropped on pit road. They're not doing the oh, wait, no, he didn't. That is the 32. Let's go find the 22 so we can watch the celebration. And there it is, underway. There you go. That's more like it, Michael. Michael Whiting managed to get a good hit on him and send him into the wall. I'm sure their pit crews hate it, but that is the goal, is to see if they can send him outside the track. And we'll see if anybody can come around and send him outside of the track as part of the celebration. Looked like he sent the 74 out of the track. And they will do this same celebration with the 358s, and that is definitely a heck of a show. The winner last week actually got sent to the moon. Chris is going to stop there in the middle of the track, see if anybody can come around and send him for a ride. The Outcast Dirt guys, this is how they celebrate their wins. They don't do burnouts. They try and send each other to the moon or total their cars, one of the two. And we'll see if Chris Standards joins us here in just a moment. And it looks like Teddy Bivert. Let's see if we can talk to him. Hey, Teddy, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I can got you.
Hey, man, great run. You came from 13th to finish third tonight.
Yeah, I had some unfortunate luck in a caution lap early in the race. Had to use one of my quick repairs, but yeah, track started going away, and I just stuck to the top and put that right rear on the wall and tried to do what I could. But I mean, it just started slicking off there towards the end.
Well, your last few laps, you were actually on all but the last lap. You were faster than both Dwayne Kenner and Chris Standridge. Those last couple of laps, I think you'd had another 5 laps. You might have got them.
I think if I had more laps, I would have got him, but I pushed a little bit. I think with about 3 or 4 to go, and by the time we hit the white flag, I knew I just was not going to have quite enough momentum to get to him, so I just stepped back a little bit, ran the top, and if they would have made a mistake, I'd have been right there to get it, but I just didn't want to push too hard, cause a wreck on the last lap, and
Yep, 10-4. It was still a great race, a great coming from behind, man.
thank you.
All right, let's see. Hey, Chris, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I catch you, man.
Hey, nobody got you to the moon tonight. What's up with
Oh,
that?
oh my God. I'm telling you, every time that yellow came out, my heart started beating faster. I'm only just now starting to breathe.
Well, that was the same for us here in the booth. Your celebration was great, though. It looked like you were actually sending people too.
Well, I tell you, it was like the last time we ran here was like 2 weeks ago in the Winter Nationals, and it was a 70-lap race, and I led probably 65 laps, and the whole track just got slick, and I'm just not as good on this thing when it's slick as I am when it's tacky. And then that last 5 laps, I gave it up to James Johnson, who kicked my butt then. So I thought for sure, oh, it's happening all over again. It's happening all over again. So I was glad to pull that one off.
Well, it was definitely, you were definitely quite a bit faster. That long green flag run earlier in the race, you built up almost a 2 second lead at one point. But like you said, once it started slicking off, they started gaining on you, but just the 32 just could not get around you.
Yeah, he's Dwayne, man. He's faster, no doubt about it. Several of those guys are definitely better on the slick. I just decided I was going to make it as hard as I could on them. So.
Well, you definitely did that, and be glad you didn't have another 5, because I think another
Oh
5 laps, Teddy would probably have got you. Other than the last lap, the previous 2, 3 laps, he was way faster than both of you
oh,
guys.
definitely. Yeah, I was watching in our practice when the track slicked off. He and I were running side by side. I was trying to low line. He was trying to high line. I mean, we started off even, and after like 2 or 3 laps, he was 5 seconds ahead of me. So all through the race, I kept looking for that Teddy Bivert name there to pop up.
Well, you got the 358s again here just in a bit. You going to be up front winning that as well?
I would like to. I actually had some good advice this week about how to drive these things, so I'm gonna try driving a little different tonight and see if I can do a little better than I have been.
Great, and we'll talk tomorrow about what that advice is, because I can
Yeah.
certainly use it. All right, man. Well,
Yep.
congratulations, and hope to be talking to you again later.
All right. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody for coming out tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thanks.
All right, that was Chris Standridge. He is our winner tonight. And again, at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Here in about 40 minutes, we will have the next race. We'll go live a little bit beforehand to go over and see what kind of lap times these guys are running and how they're all doing. But until then, we will step away for a couple of minutes, let you guys go get a drink of water. I'm going to go get some oxygen because I'm definitely going to need it after that race and probably before the next one. So definitely come back here shortly, and we will talk to you soon.